Signing and everything. Oh, the only thing we can really do is we check the setbacks. Make sure that he's within the 75 wells on the other side. Unfortunately, we gotta open them up. Yeah, see on this, see the circles, 75 well radius, and then it's gotta be outside of, 35 on the other people and the 75. As long as there's no septic, there's nothing in the 75, right? Right, see the main septic over here. So, pretty much good there. The only thing we can complain about is the setback and the well radius. So if you want to check this one. Those are Quimby's.
Okay. Help me understand this one.
Okay, this is, see, here's the 75 foot well radius, and then the septic's out of that, and this is all into his property. So there's no well water line.
Okay.
Those are
Oh,
gyms.
these are, okay.
These are
I've
gyms.
actually seen these.
Yeah. You want to call it to order?
It's 7, to call the meeting to order. Start with the pledge of allegiance. Start. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Russ is out this evening, so taking his place for a little minute. And Joe Marco's with me. And I was, approved previous minutes. Didn't get quite through them yet.
That you're gonna actually have to wait because I wasn't here. So I can't approve the minutes.
Okay. And that'll be
Or that's the ones,
December 13th. I wasn't this one,
you weren't here
so
on
I
that one.
can't.
You can do that one. But Russ is still gonna have to
22nd, yep.
sign.
I know we tabled paternity leave, and I think maybe we talked
Well,
about it this one, or?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that one, but, we can go ahead and vote on it and everything.
Okay.
Get that handled. Plus I have, another suggestion for that also. Okay, we need to wait for Russell for full approval and stuff. I mean, I don't see anything and stuff, but to vote and sign, we'll wait for Russell. And same on that one, just make sure everything's good and we'll vote and everything when Russell's here.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Okay. Can I sign this one?
N-
Oh, right.
No, not yet. We have to wait until you were just checking to see. I mean,
Okay.
you're approved and everything. It's fine. We'll wait until Russell's here so we can vote on it and
Okay.
everything.
So, under old business, we have some budget items. I'm not aware, I'm sorry.
We're gonna have to table those
Okay,
until, Russell's here also. He's got the entire budget items.
and then do you have an update on the movement and snow dusters?
The snow dusters is right here. And Russell was all for it last week, waiting for your signature and stuff, so.
Really?
Oh, it was nice. You
Yeah,
should
the guy
see.
came from the snow dusters and talked about what they use and wanted to use and why they use it. Kind of showed maps, and he was very, very thorough. It was
Yeah,
very
they
nice.
got maps, got all kinds of stuff. It was a nice,
He did a very nice little put together paperwork and explained everything.
as chair. Take care of it.
Okay,
Which one are we signing? Is it the 5 year, the 1 year?
The 5 year,
5 year.
yeah. Yep.
wait, where do I sign here?
Landowner.
Oh, boy. Sounds official. Give that back.
We'll give that to the secretary.
Update on the school signage, still waiting on the state?
Well, I got the amounts and stuff that we can put a warrant to go article together to vote for the amount and stuff. It's just a considerable amount just for the two.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, they're like $7,000-8,000 a piece. Yeah, is that I got him redoing it because there was a piece on there that we really didn't need. So he's redoing the schedule on that and stuff. It's still, I mean, with the one, it's still gonna be around $18,000 to $20,000. So, I mean, 10 grand or less, not a problem, but 20, we need to bring it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yep. That was it for old business. I've gone through some of the correspondence and I'm not gonna read through.
I actually have a few things to add to old business that aren't on there.
Okay,
This property has a culvert that's causing issues and we need to write a letter. I asked Russell if he had an opportunity to pen one. He did. So I will do it because we need to get this out because this needs to be dealt with ASAP, or there's gonna be major problems for the rest of the residents on that road.
okay.
I mean, this storm is gonna be a bitch, I'm sure, when it melts. Yeah, yeah, this is,
It wasn't this weekend.
pardon?
It was this weekend.
I kind of figured. I mean, I was hoping we got the letter out. Yeah, yeah, it was bad. No, we went up there and we parked in the driveway and Russell said, "Well, where's the culvert?" And I said, "You're standing on it." And then he looked and you could see like this much of it at the one end. And he's like, "Yeah, that needs to go." So if you agree, then we can vote on sending him a letter.
Absolutely.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I will take care of that and get that letter out to them.
And then do these fall under,
Those just, I mean, those can go under new business because they are.
okay. So correspondence I have, I'm not gonna read through it tonight, not really interested in doing that right now. But we'll obviously take care of everything. We did get a letter about our bridge fund, which is very nice, so.
Yeah, we're getting 31,000 this year from the roads and bridges. Every year we get about 30 to 35,000. And we got a very nice $71,000 check for roads and meals, or rooms and meals tax. So that was a pretty good one this year.
So under new business, we have some septic designs coming in.
Yeah.
Can't do any of them yet. We don't have the stamp.
Well, we can sign them, just space them out. That way they can get on with it. When we get the
Okay.
stamp, we'll just, line it up. Yeah, sign down here in the box. In the box. This is where the stamp is gonna go. So you just sign across, like right there, and then I'll sign below it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then when we get the stamp, it'll go in there. All it is pretty much is down in Croydon and the lines.
The new properties or changes?
These are septics.
Yeah, new property. Changes to existing.
One is a change. They're updating one pair because they're two of the same owner, and the other two are new builds from new subdivisions between Pinnacle and Winter at the Turnpike. Do one more here. Oh, I already signed it.
I have something for new business.
Okay, well, I got a couple too, so go ahead.
Um, Control. It's getting out. I'm a town official now, so I think something needs to
Okay.
happen. It's
Commission has taken anything that we've got out, anything we have on ordinance violations, contact the state at the dispatch number. It's a violation of the RSA. Technically, as selectmen, we voted to handle the animal complaints ourselves. So the next time you see one or get one, contact state, have them come out and issue a citation. If you don't know who they are, if you can get them, take them to Leslie Sampson. If not, call me. I can get them.
okay.
And, yeah, it's a violation of the RSA that we've accepted. And you can sign any of the complaints whatsoever because you're an official. Sorry. Carl wanted me to announce that he's gonna take off on the 1st, so the transfer will be closed Sunday. The attorney leave for Joe Jr. And take a vote, motion, take a vote. Go ahead.
I make a motion.
Oh, wait a minute, I better because you're chair.
Okay.
I make a motion to allow Joe Jr. Week's paternity leave for his kid.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I also will be talking to him to see if he's interested in getting into the state program. They take a small 1 or 2% and put it into a fund specifically for instances like this. It's people complained when it first came out that it was an income tax. Well, it is, but it's a voluntary income tax. It's based on, it's like I say, it's 1 or 2%. So I'd like to talk to him, see if he's interested in that for in the future if something happens.
And now we open for public forum.
You're the boss.
Does anybody have anything? You guys just, okay.
I'd like to bring to the select board's attention that the planning board box membership. We'd like to promote getting some type of membership and a quorum. I would like to know what it is that we actually have for membership. Are we a 5-member board or a 7-member board?
We're a 5-member board. So we need 3 to do the quorum. So we have a quorum for the first meeting, but we need to get it out there that, I mean, I understand wanting to keep Willis in his position because he's been there so long. I think making him an alternate and having a full-time person would be a lot more efficient, which would mean we need 2 people for the board. So if you can put that out on the webpage, anybody interested? You know, I mean, it meets once a month. Last few months, we've been working really hard to make some changes to fix some problems and holes in the laws, plus to add up to what the state needed to do. With the chair walking off, some of the stuff that he had to do to get it into and legitimate, the hearings and everything else, the dates are passed. Some of the stuff we can pass with just hearings because it's verbiage changes. Couple places, the building, the word building is plural, and it makes it allowed that you can have multiple of structures, things like that. There's some other wordage changes. Those we can do with hearings. We can change the master plan, and we can change the site with hearing. We can't do the actual ordinances because we have to have them to warrant articles at either town meeting or special meeting. I mean, it's not imperative that we waste the money having a special meeting. It can wait until next town meeting if it has to.
We hope,
We hope.
not imperative.
Right. Well, I think if we get the site plan changes in that we want, that we can with hearing, it'll give us some teeth based on the RSAs. I mean, we're not going to have exactly what we want, but.
So you're looking for 2 members and.
2 members.
Basically, you guys meet.
Right. We have.
On laws and wording and stuff.
Well, the zoning board has been putting in a lot of time doing the wording. We have a lot of that done. Timing was the issue that stalled it, but we still have to work on implementing it, doing the hearings for it, to make those changes. So there's still some writing up that needs to be done, along with the regular work that comes in. I mean, like we have at least one subdivision plan coming in for us to work on. And there is another one which we have to put on the agenda to get taken care of and make a decision on that
So
Sunday.
when is Mr. Rawls going to be back?
Well, Christie will make our quorum. Mr. Rawls isn't going to be back for a while. I got his number. He'd like to set up so he can be on the phone. He understands he can't vote and it doesn't count, but he can still give his opinion and hear what's going on until he gets back. Christie will make the quorum so we can do the legal stuff till we get the other 2 members.
So I would like everyone to understand that what we're working on right now are master plans and ordinances that are from the 1980s. 40 years behind. We're doing a lot of catch up. We have a zoning board that is also working with the same thing, and they're working very hard, and there's a lot of communication between the 2 boards, and we don't want to lose this momentum.
Right.
And it's going to be more than one meeting a month.
Yeah.
It's going to be the regular meeting and there's.
Plus the work
sessions.
sessions. Right. Yeah.
So I don't want people to be coming in and thinking, oh, it's just gonna be one.
Oh, no. I mean, I tell them that because that's the one mandatory. Everything else is as, depends what we get done and what we don't get done.
It's difficult when people come in with that expectation. It's just not going to be there.
Well, it's not realistic for them to even have that expectation, because it's a board that has, you never know when something's gonna come up. It's like the zoning board, you know, they're on an as-needed basis, you know, but they've been doing regular meetings and stuff.
So one definite meeting, but other as needed or.
Work session meetings, and they're really, like, sometimes we need them, sometimes by the time they come up, we've been able to take care of some of the issues, you know. I mean, it's not like a once a week thing. If it is, we really have a problem.
If I don't see it on any of the Croydon sites, I'll add it to the Croydon sites later that you guys are looking for. Volunteers.
Yeah,
Volunteers.
I haven't done Facebook in 3.5 months, and I don't intend
I
to.
can't blame you.
Seriously, 20 points off the top and bottom number of my blood pressure, and that's all I changed.
I can't blame you.
Yeah,
It'll be updated on the Croydon website. I just got my login issues taken care of by a very nice gentleman at the website, so.
Well, I know a lot of people probably at least catch like notifications for like the other Facebook Croydon sites and stuff as well, so I'll add it on one of those, I don't see them, that you guys are looking just to get the word out there more.
Yeah, the more that we can get out there.
So I will get some information to put there with it, so they know what they're, you know, looking into.
We gotta volunteer.
Hmm?
We gotta volunteer potentially.
So how does someone get onto the board? So we have volunteers, we have a lot of volunteers. How
well,
do
they need to come in, and the select board picks, the select board goes over and chooses the planning board people. The zoning board is actually appointed by the moderator. However, it's my personal opinion that I think the planning board people should have an opportunity to interview the people before the select board says.
I would love to.
Yeah, because there's certain, everybody's in here is old enough to know there's certain people that grind you the wrong way, no matter what.
And you're gonna be working.
Get go.
Doesn't do any good. If it-
Right, right, you know.
You're gonna butt heads constantly.
Right. So I think it would be a matter of, if we could get the information out to come into the planning board meeting on the first Wednesday. And that way we can get a view of them and then turn it over to the select board, and the select board can make a choice based on our recommendation, or the planning board's recommendations.
And it's not even so much the people that I like to have a little bit of a difference of opinion on a board. What I would like to know, when I'm speaking to people, is what brings you to the board? Why are you here? Why do you think you can make a difference? And what are you bringing into the board? What credentials do you have that make you, you know, a good member that can actually, you know, help us with this? An engineer, somebody that's in construction, somebody that does septic design plans, somebody that, you know, is a surveyor. All of these things would be so beneficial to.
Right, I think at least one of those positions should be filled by somebody with that ability. I mean, the other one can be, you know, but I think if we can, I mean, if we have that much people volunteering and we have that opportunity.
It's nice to be able to be picky.
Pardon?
It's nice to be able to be picky.
Yeah, it is.
Nice
It
to
is.
have the more people so you can be picky, but rather just only 2 people.
Trust me, we've been begging people to come on the boards.
Ed?
You know.
Yeah, you said that Christine would make quorum. Does that mean she's already been selected as a board member?
She's on the planning board. She makes the quorum.
And did she just get on the planning board?
When-
Yes.
Well, that's what I-
How
that's
did
what I
that
was
happen?
asking. I didn't know that someone could be appointed that quickly without meeting. That's all. I guess I'm trying to figure out when she was appointed.
We all discussed it.
Who?
The boards.
The planning board?
The planning board discussed it and everything, and we, you know,
I know you told me about it.
yeah, you know, and it's a matter of, if people want to sign it, they can sign it. It's in there.
Oh, so you appointed outside of the meeting?
The reason that the appointment was made, And if there's enough people that get up and appoint, she'll step down, I'm sure. But it was an attempt to salvage this year's entire work. We needed a quorum. And actually, I don't think everyone signed it. So if there's enough people that are interested, it's all fine.
Makes sense.
No, we didn't have a quorum at our last meeting, the planning board. And so we ended up having to turn some people away, which I think was a very disgruntling experience for some of our citizens and something we don't should have happening.
Right. I mean, we're holding them up. There's designs, there's things that could have been done before the storm hit, had it been taken care of. And it wasn't, I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a whole year's worth of work, and even more than that, because we started before this year working on it.
Anything else?
What was Phil Mayhew's resignation date?
But
What was Phil, did Phil officially resign? Phil Mayhew?
okay, slow down and speak up. What?
I said, did Phil Mayhew officially resign?
Yes,
As when?
last week.
And there's been no other planning board meeting since?
No, we meet the first Wednesday of the month, and he was there the first meeting of this month.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, you were there, and that was it, it was just us two. We had a working meeting with the zoning board on the 7th, and Phil was here, and that was it.
Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out the timeline of when Christie got appointed.
After Mayhew left, we had to appoint somebody to have a quorum because we have people asking for appointments. I had people coming into the select board complaining about stuff. Huh?
Who is we, sir?
The board. We can have conversations.
Okay.
And I personally took it on myself to push to do it so we had a quorum so that the people could be served. I mean, she's already been on a board, and I had nobody else standing there wanting in there. We have it out now. And like I said, I'm sure if enough people step up, she'd consider stepping down.
I'm not looking for a resignation. I'm just wondering when it happened.
The last week.
As far as I knew, I've been attending meetings. I just never heard of Bill's resignation before recently. And then I don't know how somebody was appointed.
If you look at the RSAs, the select board can do.
I just didn't understand how somebody was appointed without some sort of meeting or even people knowing to step forward, I guess.
We have been looking for at least 2 members for a long time. We just got one in, and we're still needing 2 because Mayhew left. I mean, we've had that discussion at a lot of the meetings in the planning board. We've had that, and you have been there recording them when we have talked about it.
Yeah,
I told you, I took it upon myself. The select board can do, if you don't like it, fine, say something. I can't afford the crap from people that can't get things done because we don't have a quorum. And if people are willing to step up, which we've been looking for months, okay, that's fine. If you have a complaint, complain to me. I've done it. I did it. I'll admit it. Okay, what is that going to be? There's no punishment for that in the RSAs. There's no firing me for it in the RSAs. I get a nasty letter, okay? Because you do this every time. You haven't, you antagonize.
Wait, time out. Let's not do that.
No, you can shut up.
No, time out. Nope. I'm the chair of this session because Russ isn't here and I want this to end.
sounds great.
I understand the question you're asking. I understand why you're asking it. I understand his response. Do I understand the arguing and the anger? No. What is this?
That's the building permit that we were looking at that we forgot to sign.
Obviously, there were some issues with the planning board. I have been out for the month, sick. I know what you're asking. We'll figure it out. Okay? Let's
Well, there's
not
nothing to
get-
figure. I did it on my own.
I understand. I get it. Because we have to, because you're right, we can't hold these people up. But I know what you're asking, and I know we want transparency. I got it.
And that's all fine, but you need to stop antagonizing. That's what you do. No, stop.
Are you doing it for me?
Okay. Enough. Please.
Every time.
Is there any other public stuff? Good? Do I have to make a motion to end the public?
I make a motion that we go, that we adjourn.
I second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Well done,
See.
Sorry?
You did good with your city. Well done. Sure they trained you for this stuff.
Yep. No, I adjourned.
Yeah,
I adjourned it.